Hello there, people. This is the Saiba, and today I am going to be showing you how to use the strategic pool in Supreme Ruler Cold War. It is really not that hard at all, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick one of the strategic pool users, or leaders of the spheres, the NATO and Warsaw Pact sphere. And I will show you right now how to use the strategic pool. Now, when you start in the game, when you first start the game, it's really no different than if you're already playing it for a while. This is a multiplayer game I'm playing with one of my friends right now. We're doing a LP on it. But when you start off the game, you obviously don't have a lot of weapons, bombs, anything to use. But it's still the same. When you build them, you use it the same way. So when you look at the strategic pool, you have this screen, obviously. You need to go, whatever bombers you have in reserve is what you can put into your strategic pool. So you would click on Air Force, and you would find the bomber you would want. Right here I'm using the Tu-22 Blinder. If you want to load one particular plane into the strategic pool, you would click this one, add one, right here. Unpause that quickly. You would add one. As you see, it went from 161 to 162. If you wanted to load the entire group, you would just click right there, and it loads all your planes into the strategic pool. After they're in the strategic pool, you have to do nothing with them. You don't need to control them, you don't need to physically drop the bomb on a target. It does it all automatically. When you load your bombs in the strategic pool, it's all the same way. You would just simply, if you wanted to load one bomb, you would click load one. If you wanted to load the entire group, you would click load all. And it's the same thing. That's the way it works. And when you actually want to use it, you would just hit this big red button here, which for the person that asked me to make this video, I am going to do this to show him. And as you can see, all the bombers immediately come down from the moon. If you don't have enough bombs to go on the bombers will immediately return home, which is what you can see they're doing right now. They're coming down from the north, they're immediately coming down from the north and turning back to the USSR. Those that do have bombs will come down to the US, but a lot of them, where I declared war on Australia, a lot of the bombers will go down to Australia as well and nuke them. So, and as you can see, there's some coming into the US. Their paths are all automatic. Like, you don't have to control them, you don't have to do anything. Once you hit the button, that's it. And as you can see, the US has a bit more bombs and bombers than what I do. But yeah, this is how you would use the strategic pool. And using land-launched weapons, if you get further on into the game, when you use land-launched weapons or submarine-launched weapons, it would be the same thing. You would just click on your naval reserves, what you have in reserves, whether it be submarines. I'm not sure if you can launch them off ships or not. I don't know about that. But I know submarines, you can launch them. You put them in your strategic pool. Weapons, or the land weapons, are the same thing. You would load your artillery that have the capability of firing long-range missiles, and you would load them into the platform, along with the missile they need to fire into the assigned missiles. And that's pretty much it for using the strategic pool. Only 2 countries can use them as of now. I don't know if they're going to add this in Update 3. I really hope they do add something, even if it's not a strategic pool, even if it's something similar. But I really hope they do add something like it in Update 3. But yeah, that's how to use it. And hope it helps. So, good day, have a nice day, whatever.